People who have mentally ill family members are endlessly frustrated. They can't stay with them all the time, and often they cannot find a place for them to live full-time until the mentally ill people do something horribly wrong. This is a problem that goes on constantly. And tonight on Special Assignment, News 13's Katie Kim tells a story that underlines the frustration and the danger.
October 17th, a group of kids shooting hoops after school didn't see 40-year-old David Parsons coming.
We were getting scared and worried.
The boy says Parsons kept circling the block, stepping on the gas, targeting them.
I almost got hit and I tried to run as far as back as I could.
The boy's mother called police to the Southwest Albuquerque neighborhood. Parsons was arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a seemingly cold-hearted criminal.
That's David.
But to his mom,
just a cute little boy. He was, from all my kids, he was the only blonde one.
Martha Parsons says her son isn't a monster, but a man suffering with a debilitating sickness. David is a paranoid schizophrenic who wasn't taking his meds that October day. Martha says he's been sick for most of his life.
When David was 4, he had a brain injury. This big old lamppost fell on his head and it cut him from here to here. I remember him waking up like in the middle of the night when he was like 13, 14, 15. And he would tell me, "Mom, something's wrong with me."
The diagnosis came at age 17. Since then,
it's like a revolving door. He's in the mental hospital, he's out. He's in jail, he's out. He's in jail, he's out.
Petty misdemeanors sprinkle his record. As a single working mother, Martha says there was no way she could watch David full time.
He won't take his meds because he thinks it's poison.
So she's tried for more than a decade to try to get David into a home for longer than the average 72-hour hold, where someone can monitor him. Martha's written letters to judges, the courts, and community homes, pleading with anyone who'd listen to take David in for treatment.
They would tell me, unless he's a threat to himself or to somebody else, we can't take him.
And with David's paranoia getting the best of him, he's gone nearly his whole life with very little treatment.
You feel hopeless. You feel like nobody's going to help him. You know, they give up on them.
For those who work in the mental health field, stories like David and Martha's are all too familiar. Families who are desperate to get their loved ones help, but are helpless to do anything about it. Because under current law, the individual with the illness must be the one who seeks treatment. Mental health advocates like Patsy Romero say the only option families have is to call the police.
They either set themselves up to be criminals, or they hurt themselves, or they'll hurt somebody else.
State officials are trying to change the laws to make it easier for people like David to get help. Both the governor and lawmakers have bills in the works that would, for example, give families affordable, easy access to community health providers who make sure individuals take their meds and make their therapy appointments.
We enter a plea of not guilty.
For David Parsons, he now faces a serious felony charge. Martha knows that October day could have turned dangerous.
And I'm really thankful to God that nobody got hurt, and I'm sorry that happened.
As heartbroken as she is, Martha says she's relieved.
He's forced to take his meds, and even when he calls me, he sounds a lot better. I just wish he wasn't jailed.
On special assignment,
I pray for him all the time because I ask God to heal him.
Katie Kim, KRQE News 13.
The state has only one psychiatric hospital that's up in Las Vegas. It houses violent criminals like mass murderer John Hyde and mentally ill individuals who cannot function on their own.